Welcome to the Entrepreneur Happy Hour, where we dive into the world of business. I'm your host, Kimberlee Deneice, and each week we will bring you inspiring interviews, insightful business trends, and stories from entrepreneurs around the globe. Join us as we explore their journeys, uncover the highs and lows, and everything in between. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a seasoned business owner, there is something here for you. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, and let's talk about business. My guest today is Tamika Hurd, owner of Butterific Bakery and Cafe. Tamika started baking in her family's bakery a little over 20 years ago. She loves to bake. She considers it her therapy. She not only bakes 22 different types of fresh homemade cookies every day, but she also makes banana puddings and pies where she utilizes the cookies in the desserts or as a part of the crust. She also dabbles in other sweets on Saturdays, which she calls Super Sweet Saturday. She likes to connect with the community by allowing entrepreneurs to showcase their products and art in her bakery. She also invites local food trucks to pop up. So excited to get into this interview today. All right, Tamika, I finally got you here and out of the bakery.
Crazy.
I am so excited. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're so very welcome. I love this. I love you. So let's get it.
Okay. My first question for you, because the name of the podcast is the Entrepreneur Happy Hour, and the tagline is grab your favorite beverage and let's talk about business. What is your favorite beverage?
I'm actually drinking it now, Celsius.
Okay.
I have a Celsius, and it has to be because I drink one every day. Other than water, this is the only thing that I drink every day. And I've cut out the liquor because I'm trying to do better, or butter. But it used to be vodka. Now it's Celsius.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So is this an energy drink?
It's an energy drink. It kind of hypes. I don't even think it gives me energy anymore. I might be immune to it now because I drink them every day. You know how you have to switch it up just so you can fool your body?
Yeah.
It's like my body, like, I know you're trying to get energy. I might get it and I might not, but you know. But yeah, it's the Celsius. It's not a paid anything. I just like it.
All right. Yeah. This is not a sponsorship.
It is not.
Just learning about Tamika's favorite beverage. I love that. I love that so much. Let's see. What's a fun fact about you that most people don't know?
What is a fun fact about me? You know what? I'm such an open book. It's crazy. I think everybody pretty much knows everything about me.
Or maybe something that would be surprising because of your industry. You are in the food industry, you own a bakery. So what would be maybe something surprising? Because I know anybody that follows you on social media, you are an open book.
Yes.
And I've had the pleasure of being your facilitator for a course. So this is like a full circle moment for both of us. But something that maybe would surprise people about you.
I can't cook. I can bake.
What?
But if you want me to fry some chicken, fish, or something like that, I'm like all thumbs in the kitchen with that. Like I can bake pretty much anything. I can figure that out. And maybe because I want to, but as far as cooking goes, I can boil eggs really well. I can scramble them. Those are the two best things I can do.
So we can't look for like a meatloaf, mashed potato, green bean dinner from you.
None of that.
Your specialty
you gotta
is
invite
baking.
me to that. Yes, yes. My specialty is definitely baking. Don't put me in the kitchen for anything else.
Oh my goodness. I love that so much. And so as long as I have known you, I can't even keep count of the number of years that I've known you because I know your family as well. They're in the same industry. And so I know your family as well from supporting their business and going in there.
Thank you.
You know, and so I did not know that about you. Wow.
I mean, I tried to get on the grill. I was like, oh, well, maybe I can barbecue since I can't, fry and bake like chicken and things. No. At first, I don't like smelling like smoke and charcoal. I don't like that. because it gets in my hair, sticks. And I can't do it. I can now, hold on. I can be helpful though, because I can season food really well.
Okay. So sous chef. So don't count you out.
Don't count me
for
out.
Assisting.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't be the lead in creating Okay.
Yeah. Macaroni and cheese, I can shred all the cheese you want me to shred. I'm there for that. But if you want me to put it together and do none of that.
Wow.
Count me out.
I didn't know that about you. That is amazing. So now we're sitting here talking about food, and we're actually recording at what is like considered lunchtime. You got my stomach over here grumbling. So
now I'm hungry.
So let's shift the conversation to talk a little bit more about your business journey and a little bit about inspiration. What inspired you to launch your business? And just share a little bit more behind your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, in 2003, I was doing youth ministry and the grant ran out. And my mom and them had already started their bakery. So I was like, I'm going to go help my mom and them. And I went in there and I realized I like baking. And it's therapeutic. I baked my first cake when I was like 10. You see, wow. So I've always, my first love is cake. I know I bake cookies, but this is a protecting thing for me, because if I bake cakes, I'll be in there eating all the cakes. Not saying I don't eat my cookies, but cake is my first love. But when I started working with my parents, I really enjoyed baking, and it's very therapeutic. Like, it just feels good to bake. And then when people eat your product and you see them light up because they are happy because you baked this, it's just a good feeling, and I like that feeling because I'm a slick people pleaser, you see. So me baking, it kind of helps with that whole people pleasing thing without me being too overly, you see, because now I've learned how to set boundaries. But if you call me like, can you bake this? I'm ready to say yes. And it's hard for me to say no when somebody asks me to bake something. But I'm learning how to put boundaries on other parts of my life with be like, I bake, don't ask me anything else if it don't have to do with baking. And it helps with my people-pleasing inside, too. So baking is just fun for me. And I've been doing it since 2003. So what's that, 20 years? Almost 21? Yeah, I'm a baker. I can say that now. I wasn't saying it as confidently as I used to. I wasn't real confident.
Yeah.
I was imposter syndrome. I suffered from it because I was like, man, you got Nabisco and chips ahoy, what is good old me finna do in the baking field? Like, cause they seem so grandiose, and I'm just like a pebble in the ocean. Is how I felt.
So I like how you just brought up, some of these big name brands. So thinking about like a market that really seems saturated, thinking about that and you're passionate about baking. I want to shift a little more into your entrepreneurial journey. Like, when did you know that you wanted to bake? I know you talked about your people pleasing, but bake and realize that you could generate income from this, but also that you knew you wanted to be an entrepreneur.
From watching my parents, just watching them go through the ups and downs. They never gave up. Because you ever watch Finding Nemo? And Dory was like, just keep swimming. The motto at the family bakery is just keep baking. And no matter what, just don't stop. Like, people might come, they might not. But you got to keep doing. Consistency is the only cheat code. You have to keep doing what you love until people start to love what you see what I'm saying? What you do. That's it.
Keep doing what you love until people start loving what you do.
Period.
Listen,
period.
Mic drop. I mean, I could just
pass
the offering plate.
Come on, that's a whole bar. A whole bar right there. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Like, y'all, oh my God, when I was working with my parents, sometimes they would have $20 days. Do you understand how much passion and how much drive and determination you have to go back into work after you just spend a whole 12 hours and you made $20?
Wow.
You see, and seeing them do that gave me kind of like a newfound leash on life. Like, I'm like, okay, all right, people are out here really doing what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? And making a profit from it. And it ain't always pajamas and bananas. And that's my cousin favorite dish. He's like, everything in life ain't pajamas and bananas or bananas and pajamas. And that's true. So we have our good days, we have our bad days. But you still have to keep going. The only option is to stop. And that's just not even in my DNA. So we keep it moving over here. We just keep baking.
Just
keep baking. Yes.
I love that. Your physical location of Butterific Bakery has been open for how long?
3 years. It'll be 4 years in March of 2025.
Okay, so 4 years in March. And I think I remember coming to like your opening. I was at an event.
You probably was there. It was a lot of people there.
It was like outside.
Man, we took over the street.
It was a whole it felt like a festival. And there were a couple of vendors out there and different things to celebrate.
Share the will.
And I just remember just being excited because for this city, for Memphis, people have their different feelings about downtown, but I feel like there's so much for the business owner downtown because for us, this is a bulk of where our tourism comes. Yes, we have Graceland and we have a few other things that people Sun Studios, things that people come for, but a bulk of what they come for to walk around and to experience is in what's considered the downtown area. So you have this brick and mortar, you have a physical location where you've got your kitchen, you're able to bake and do what you love and be downtown. And you could throw a rock to the National Civil Rights Museum. And then you've got a popular barbecue place that attracts a lot of tourists. What is that feeling like for those times when you do get the foot traffic, and do you make steps, you and your staff, to be ready for those times? Like what does that feel like, and how do you prepare for that? Like when you know it's gonna be, like we just had Elvis week. Is it over?
Is it over?
I don't know. They say it's a week, but I feel like it's longer than a week.
Elvis is timeless. In Memphis, it's always Elvis.
It's always Elvis week. So
man, and we have had. You better believe we make sure that the customer has a great Butterific experience. That's key. Like all of my employees, my team, my staff knows that the customer is number one. I'm not even number one. Don't impress me. Impress the customer, because guess what I'm impressed with? I'm impressed with the way you treat people. That impresses me, and especially if you treat them well. And so anybody who's on my cash register, they know. It's almost like it's scripted, but it's not, because I give them wiggle room. Ask the customer where they're from. Just be engaging and don't be fake with it. Be your authentic self. I want you to be you talking to the customer. You saying you better believe it and have a Butterific day, that's what we have to say. But on top of everything else, treat the customer like you want to be treated. That's the golden rule still applies. Please and thank you are still some magical words. So
I love that so much. And a lot of your staff, I know your staff varies in age, but you do have a lot of young people.
That's my kids, my youngins.
And, maybe even college that work there and that love the brand. I want to kind of shift. This isn't one of the questions I originally imagined that I would ask you, but I want to shift to the way you do business and the way your staff, I guess, is empowered by what you do. And in turn, some of them have started businesses and have become entrepreneurs.
Yes, I love it.
And they have products and items that they sell out of the bakery.
Out of the bakery. I got kids, because my whole thing, I want to inspire people. I want people to say, I didn't quit because of you, or I got started because of you. I saw what you was doing, and I felt like I can do it. And I feel like that's my purpose. My purpose is to be a beacon of light, just to show anybody, if I can do it, you for sure can do it. You see what I'm saying? Because, life hasn't always been easy. I can't say that it's just been like a straight path. I've been on, detours everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then with COVID, everybody had to pivot. But we did it, and we lasted, and we sailed right on through it. Just like we're going to sail through the inflation and everything else that people are running crazy and scared about, because these are things that happen.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? This is life, and all we can do is just go with the flow. Just keep baking, just keep going with the flow, and And I love that my kids are inspired, because they gonna remember me for the rest of their lives. You see, because it's an impact that I'm placing on their lives, and I love it when they actually get the entrepreneurial bug. I might lose some of them to it, but that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Because if y'all get rich, guess who y'all gonna remember? Yeah. Don't forget me, boss.
Yeah. I love that so much. And so we've talked a little bit about your story and all of that. I want to ask you, how do you stay motivated and driven, especially during tough times? You did mention the COVID-19 pandemic, and I just did the math in my head and it just clicked. You started before the pandemic was over. We were in the thick of things.
I'm crazy. That's what I was like, you are crazy. This is COVID and you want to start a bid and people shutting down, putting on masks. Man, we had, when you come up and pull up, curbside. Man, we put that curbside, and people coming up curbside, pulling up. We would run your bag out with our mask on. You don't stop, you pivot. You see what I'm saying? I never imagined that I'd be saying, pull up at Butterific, we're going to bring your order out to you. I was thinking about putting up a door with a window on it, just so people can just at least be outside and come up to the window and they smell the Butterificness coming out. I was finna, and if COVID wouldn't have ended, I don't know, I probably would have put a drive-thru on the side of the building so people can still, have access to us. But you just don't give up. You just have faith that God gonna be cool. God gonna do what God gonna do, and you just do what you do. Just keep baking. And that's what I did. I just kept baking, and God just kept providing. And man, I'm good out here, and I'm thankful, and I'm very grateful, because my customers never gave up on me.
Yeah.
They was telling their friends and their family and people online, they was ordering cookies on. I mean, it was just beautiful. They kept me afloat during one of the worst times in American history, and I wouldn't be me without my folks, my supporters. Because it ain't just them buying cookies. Some people sending cash out like, I know you're struggling, Venmo. It's just like, and they just kept us afloat. And then my kids saw that, my young people. They was like, people really do love you. I was like, man, I don't know why, but I love them back, you know what I'm saying? But it was just, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm glad that I started. Because I started when people was like, you starting a business in the midst of this? Yes. Yeah. Because I want to bring some happiness to this. It's a lot of sadness out here. And I just feel like the cookies and the energy that we put into what we do gives that feeling that we want, to have people be happy. When they bite into it, I want you to be happy. I want you to be like, she did that, you know what I'm saying? If you eating this cookie and you sad, I just need this cookie to instantly make you feel better. That's my hope. And so that's why I don't even bake sad. If I'm sad or having a bad day, the kids have to take it. They have to do it. Because I feel like what I feel goes into my product. I know I said it's therapeutic, but I don't use it when I'm sad. I just use it to kind of keep the flow going, the vibe going. When I'm sad, I have to step back and get glad again, either real fast because I got to work, or I can just take a day and I can just reflect and remember why I started.
Reflect and remember why you started. I love what you said about, it being like therapeutic. And for I don't know how long, when my son was going to school downtown, we would, on our way home, pass the bakery every day.
Yeah.
And we would stop.
Iced oatmeal, baby.
Iced oatmeal. He would be so disappointed if you did not.
Ooh, I know that sit on his face, man. Oh.
But something about that iced oatmeal, because my son was having a challenging time, I know, when he was in 4th grade with the teacher, and we came in and we talked with you about it. you know, and you were just like, wait a minute, who I gotta beat up? What we doing? What's going
leave
on?
my boy alone, man. Yeah.
And then for you to just take that time to talk with him and encourage him, but also what getting that cookie or two. We normally would get two for him because he would take one to school the next day in his lunchbox
I remember
and
that.
brag to everybody.
And I need another picture. Y'all still got me with that old picture on my refrigerator. I looked at that, I was like, man, they still ain't brought me another picture. Put my man on the refrigerator. But I still got the old one, though. He still representing. Sure.
We got to get you an updated picture because he has grown. But I will tell you.
He almost taller than me.
Yeah. We went to the doctor Monday. He's 4 feet 10 inches tall.
Get out of here. I am 5'1". That's
And
what I'm saying.
5'2", and I'm 5'2", so he's gonna be taller than both of us.
Ooh, yes, my man.
When people experience Butterific, it's not just I'm stopping at a bakery and I'm getting cookies. Just like I shared that experience, you get to know your customers. Many of them, you know your families. People think Memphis is a big town. It's a big little town.
Big little, baby.
Because so many people know, we all are interconnected somehow, whether we know it or not. But I just love that I can come in and I feel it's like that Cheers effect. Everybody wanna go where they know your name, and they're always glad you came, and you were always glad to see us.
Always.
No matter what, even if you were busy, we would be like, "Hey, can you tell Miss Tamika we're here?" And sometimes your staff that didn't know us will be like, "Well, she's going to want to see us.
Yes.
So we'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait to see her. Please let her know we're here. If she's in the middle of something, we know.
It ain't gonna last long, too. Yeah.
So I loved having that experience, and I think that sets you apart from some other places. Not that they don't have a good product, not that, this is not even about a competition because they have a different recipe and a different reason why people support them. But what I love about you is this family feeling. No matter how big you get, no matter how many customers you've had from all over the world.
Yes.
Globally, people know about this beautiful, buttery experience.
Yes.
And no matter that, you remain humble, you remain approachable. You're so easy to love, even if we come in and you don't have our cookies, we cannot be mad at you.
That's what I love, yes.
And the fact that you'll go in and be like, listen, give me, and you tell us how many minutes and you can bake it for us.
What you said, yes.
I love that so much about you.
Oh, that made me feel good. You know that made me feel good.
Don't sit here and cry.
Yeah, you already know that made me feel good. Yes. I like that. That's what I want. I need people to feel just like that, though.
Yes.
That's a need. Like, because I am a people pleaser. So, and it works well with the bakery because it's something happy, something fun. Like, people be like, what? Every time I come in here, you're so excited and you're happy. I bake cookies all day, y'all. Why am I angry? You see what I'm saying? I have no reason to be angry. I get to smell what y'all smell when y'all first come in all day, every day. And I get to do what I love to do every day, and y'all pay me for it. To me, that's the American dream. That's life. I'm living it. All I got to do now is just get rich. Once I get rich from baking cookies, it's over with. I'm going to sell books then.
Okay.
You hear me?
I love that. I love that so much. Well, I want to ask you this as we kind of wrap up. What's the most important lesson you've learned as an entrepreneur that you wish you knew when you first got started?
Have some money in the bank when you start a bit. Don't quit a job thinking your last check is going to fund your business. And I'm all for going after your dream. You know this. But be strategic with it, you see, because the first time I started, and I didn't, well, my parents just gave me the name. They was like, go on out there, do what you do. I had $200 in the bank. $200 that is crazy. And it didn't last. It didn't last. You see, I lasted maybe a year at that location that I had in Midtown. And So anytime somebody come to me, it's like, what do I need? I say, you need capital. You need money. You know what I'm saying? And I know there may be a curse word for some people. Some people, I can just get out there. Like, if you start from home, maybe. But if you get a brick and mortar, man, please don't go out there with $200 in your bank account, because you won't succeed, because you're starting off in the struggle. You are starting out in the struggle. And don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to your dream. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you're able to fund your dream, or you get somebody on your team that can help you, because if not, you're going to be stressed out. Entrepreneurship is already stressful enough by itself, with you just trying to be creative with your marketing and your branding and your pricing. You see what pricing is stressful. You see what I'm saying? Don't start out with the whole with MLG and W on your back and everybody just, because the bills gonna come. They don't stop. Bill don't care if you sick or nothing. Bill gonna pull up.
Bill does not.
Bill ain't gonna play with you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened with me. I had to shut down. I was like, that my first, man, it was, and I felt like it took me 10 years to try again, because I was so defeated. I was depressed over that. And you don't want your dream to be on hold for 10 years. You see what I'm saying? And it was a long, stressful 10 years, me trying to just get back in. I got to do it. I want to do it, you know, but it took me 10 years to get back here to where I felt like I can do it again. I'm going to try it again, you see? But that was my biggest lesson. Don't start out broke, man, because you're going to have a lot of broke days. You don't want to start off like that. You want to be able to celebrate all of your wins. But when you broke and you got bills, it's hard for you to see. It's hard for you to celebrate. You see what I'm saying? It's hard for you to see the silver lining, because everybody says there's a silver lining, you know. Man, money problems that cost you not to see your silver lining, and it costs you your creativity. You see? So just make sure that when you start at a decent level. You ain't got to start with $1 million in the bank, but at least be able to cover your rent for about 3 to 6 months. Just in case. The folks who saying they going to support you, because there's going to be a lot of them.
Yes.
Don't support you. And you have to support yourself for a little time, just until you get your grind up and, you know, your brand up. It's going to happen, but you just got to, you know.
Wow. What I hear you saying is have a plan.
Always.
Not just for the business.
You know this.
But for the money to get started. And then, you know, where you see this going. You know, if the people who you thought would support don't support, then you have to have a marketing plan. So what I hear you saying is plan is the key. In every aspect.
You remember you just told me, begin with the end in mind. Begin with that end in mind. Know where you want to go with this. So when somebody asks you what you do, you got that pitch. Shout out co-stars. You got that pitch ready, and you hopefully they finna write a check, give you some money to help you continue your dream. You want people on your team that believes in you. Don't have these folks around you who don't believe in you. That's gonna cut you. That's gonna cut you deep. You see what I'm saying? Make sure, you know, use that discernment, baby. Use that. Yeah.
I love that. Tamika, thank you for being with me today.
Thank you.
I'm glad we can sit here face to face.
You better know it.
I'm a little disappointed because you ain't bring me no cookies.
I am so sorry.
But you can make it up to me.
You know I will. Y'all better pull up. You know I got you. Yeah.
I love it so much. Thank you for being here, and I'm just looking forward to seeing your success, being able to celebrate you.
Right back at you.
I'll make sure in the description that all your handles and everything, so if people want to connect or know more about Butterific Bakery and Cafe, they can learn more, but also learn more about Tamika, the brand, the person.
Man. Come on, man.
The cookiepreneur.
In this thing.
I love it. All right.
Thank you.
The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the guest and not necessarily reflect the views of the host, Kimberlee Deneice, or the Entrepreneur Happy Hour podcast. This podcast is a project of the Flourishing Agency, LLC.
And that's it. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Entrepreneur Happy Hour. A big shout out to our guest today. Thank you for sharing your incredible journey and insights with us. If you would like to connect with them, Their handles are in the description, but also if you go to our website, theentrepreneur.happyhour.com, you can find more information about them, be able to read a little bit about their story, and connect with them as well. We hope you found inspiration and valuable takeaways in today's conversation. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review if you enjoyed this episode. Stay connected with us on social media and visit our website for more episodes, sponsorship opportunities, and upcoming pop-up events. Until next time, make sure that you are chasing those dreams, and remember that success is just one step away. All right, that's it. Until next time, cheers.